When you think about Dollar Tree, you think about decent prices, cheap shit, right? It's not a fancy fucking grocery store. It's just a place where you walk in, grab your 125 birthday card, and get the fuck out. Nothing else over there is really worth your time unless you absolutely need something and you're in a rush. And God forbid, a Dollar Tree is the only thing that isn't immediate access to you. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but you get the idea. I've been working at Dollar Tree for about 2 years now. I've been there through the start of my senior year of high school, took a year off, and now I am a freshman in college. I still work there now, and I fairly enjoy it to this day. Pretty cool place. This is the story of how I got hired, the experiences I had as an employee, and the bullshit or should I say, we endured. Before I considered applying for Dollar Tree, I was working at a fairly popular movie theater in the Midwest under the name Imagine Entertainment. I was just your normal employee. No one trained me on how to do shit over there, so I had to self-learn, which honestly helped me in the long run. Eventually, I got fired for some fuckery. I was backed up in the kitchen and my supervisor walked in and asked me to do some extra shit while I was juggling 3 different orders. And I told her that I was busy and I cannot do it at the moment, but I will once I'm done with these orders. Keep in mind, the supervisor wasn't doing anything productive herself. She wanted to go and watch movies on the clock with her friend, who happened to be a supervisor as well. See the pattern here? Fuck, man. She took that as disrespect and went ahead and told my boss, Scott, that I was being disrespectful and that I wasn't listening to her. Scott listened to her and I got fired. And I'm not gonna lie, I was telling everybody in that bitch to go fuck themselves. Scott got in my face. They went ahead and called the boys in blue. Honestly, man, it was just a shit show when I got fired. I was pretty reckless back then. I didn't give nearly as many fucks as I do now. Fast forward a couple of months, I was in my friend's car and we were driving on the highway. Here's how that conversation went. Dog, I'm about broke as shit. I'm down to my dick and balls, cuz.
Same here, dude. Thinking about getting a job at Dollar Tree or something.
That don't sound half bad. You trying to apply at the same spot so we both can fuck around and get paid?
Fuck it, I'll let you know which one I decide to apply to.
Cool. You trying to roll up or what, man? We eventually applied at the same Dollar Tree location, but for me, I applied at 2 different ones since I really needed a fucking job. I was down tremendous, and on top of that, I was kicking it with the bad biddies often, and I ain't have no bready. It was tragic, dog. I hated that shit. Long story short, I didn't get hired at the same place my homeboy did. Instead, I got hired at another Dollar Tree location. And thank God I did, because some of the people here are really fucking dope. I went in for my interview, nailed that shit, and got hired as a cashier. I went in for my first day, and here's a reaction to that.
Damn. First shift ever as a cashier. Shit's ass.
Yeah, I guess I didn't enjoy it. I don't know, man. I must have just wanted to talk shit that day. But yeah, that's the story on how I got hired. In the town where I live, it's a pretty tame area. It isn't very diverse and the people are extremely entitled.
Please get here, please! The cops are trying to arrest me!
Kayla, we're not here to arrest you.
You can already guess that I live in a predominantly white neighborhood. I know, how terrible. Some of the customers I get are a little rude, but the rest of them are fine. Most of the clientele at Dollar Tree are some old-ass ladies and middle-aged women who love to run up their husband's credit card. The old ladies are quite nice. Sometimes if I'd help them with some type of task, they'd tip me. Keep this in mind, people. When old people tip you, you take the money. They will be sad if you don't. Next, you got the middle-aged woman, which some of them be bad as fuck. Little fine shit, but most of them are... And the funniest shit is that the fine shit women are the rudest. Like, they got better things to do than to be shopping at a Dollar Tree. Listen, lady, it's not my problem that you and your husband are in a tough spot right now, alright? Leave me the fuck alone. Man, some of these women need a good dicking down in order for them to act right again. Sometimes that's just what they yearn for. One of the things I absolutely hate as a cashier is that when you tell somebody their total and you put your hand out to let them know to put the cash in your hand, they proceed to look at you in the eye and lay the cash out on the counter. It's whatever, it's not that big of a deal. Another thing that I fucking despise is when I have a long ass line and the person in line just gets like 3 items then asks for like 30 goddamn balloons. I can't exactly complain about it though because, you know, it's part of the fucking job. One thing I actually enjoy about this place though is stocking. Not those type of stockings, you horny bitch. How'd you fuck this up? Alright, I'm sorry, damn. The fuck is up his ass? Alright, anyways. Most people would complain about stocking because it's a lot for them. But for me, it's like a walk in the fucking park. This is me on a day that I stock. Lock the fuck in. I'd just be blasting music, not dealing with any of these fuck ass customers. I work mostly in the tech/hardware aisle. When you work in aisle for a long time, it gets extremely easy. Oh, and about the listening to music, ignoring customers thing, don't tell my boss. I'm probably putting myself on blast by even saying it, but who gives a fuck? Okay, so before I continue, I'm looking at the script right now, and it's about being a backup cashier, but this shit looks like extremely boring to narrate, so I'm gonna spare you guys the time and just move on to the next fucking topic. Alright, so now we talk about some of the memorable individuals that either are working at Dollar Tree now or used to work. When I first got hired, I think I was doing mostly morning shifts. Once I got settled at work, I stood by my register and I noticed two chicks near the office doors. One of them had like curly hair and the other one had their hair tied up in the back. We're gonna be paying attention to the chick with the hair that's tied up. Her name is Tina. Shout out Tina, I know you're watching this. Shout out Les too. What up, dog?
Hey, you think that cashier sparks up or what?
I mean, he probably does. Look at his fucking hat, dude.
I don't know how, but they tapped into their fucking spidey sense and found out I smoke a lot of weed. I quit now, but keep in mind I used to be a major pothead. Tina and I became close friends. I later met her husband, Les, who was a cool ass dude, one of the smartest, if not the smartest Florida man to exist. And then there's Lena, which is Tina and Les's daughter, but we'll talk about her later. Alright, so now I'm gonna talk about some of the other employees. So one day, my GM hired this dude from Gary, Indiana. I didn't have any problems with this dude. I trained him on the register. He was a little incompetent, as you can guess. Honestly, we just mostly talk about weed, and he would take my cart and chief that shit in the bathroom for like 30 minutes at a time. Eventually, he got fired and crashed out on my GM. Then he put on his best gorilla impression and broke the lock on the Dollar Tree door. Yeah, don't be like him, kids. Now I'm gonna talk about Lena and I. When we're scheduled on the same shift, we usually run into some weird ass customers. One of the most memorable ones was this old chick that drove this red fucked up truck and lived in a storage unit. She's pretty fucking quirky and annoying. She comes in like 10 minutes before closing, and when she's done with her shopping, she tries to converse with Lena. She yapped about her day so much that we just felt bad because we just wanted her to leave so me and Lena could go home, but she loved to over fucking stay. Jesus Christ. So, how's the weather?
Why are you even here? You over here wearing the shirt, but you ain't even on the clock doing free labor and shit.
Whatever, man. You enjoy the company.
Motherfucker, I don't even want to be here.
Can one of you dears save some ice for me?
God, I can't stand this fucking lady. There's another customer that'd come in when I worked at the local gas station right across the street. She was a fairly older lady. She looked great for her age and she had beautiful fucking hair and she was petite. Definitely a MILF if you'd ask me. Lena and I would run into her a couple of times when I would just show up to chill with Lena. She would also show up at night, but she was a lot better than the red truck chick. She was nicer to Lena and wouldn't say anything provocative towards her at all. She'd actually gas her up and call her pretty, which, you know, I certainly agree with. To an extent, you know, because everybody loves Lena. Alright, y'all, I'm calling it quits here. If you want another part 2, I'll probably make one. There's a little more story to tell, I guess, but yeah, I'm out this bitch.